Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create custom endpoint for insert, update, delete of API in Django REST framework. So let's get started. First, I am creating another view set which handle all the requests separately instead of directly here. So let's create class post views set alternate. Now here it stands for view set dot view set. Now creating first method which is used for fetching list of data. So creating my first method, define list add parameter request which is default parameter. Now let's access all the post data. So accessing all the post data by post equal to posts dot objects dot all. Now let's create serializer. Serializer equal to post serializers, then passing post, then passing context equal to request, then return this response. So calling method return response. Let's import the response by click add plus enter. Import this name and select this Python REST framework dot response. Now passing serializer dot data. Now let's add this method here. Post list equal to. So we are linking it with post view set. Post view set alternate dot as view, passing get method and passing list. Now let's register this post view set alternate into urls.py. So opening my file urls.py here. Now adding this alternate method. So adding method register post to linking with post view set alternate. Now here you need to pass base name. So passing my base name equal to post underscore 2. So it's registered now in urls.py. Now let's run my project and see what happened. So it's running. Let's call the URL. First clearing my console. Now calling URL curl http 127.0.0.1 port 8000 slash post underscore 2. Now let's fix this 404 error here. So here I miss slash. Let's add this. Now let's do one thing. Here you need to pass many equal to true. Open terminal. Clearing my console. Now running command curl x date. So you can see it returns all the data in post. Now in this method, if I will try to post data, it will not work. Let's see this. So you can see when I post passing data post underscore title equal to new post title post description equal to new post description. So you can see it will not start post method because I didn't create post method here. So you need to create post method in order to work with post. So let's create a post method now here. So adding function define. Now creating method create. So this method is used for post data. Make sure you create the same function name which is defined in view set. For example, list is used for list all the data, create is used for creating the data. Now let's create a post. So creating first serializer equal to post serializers, then passing data request. Okay, let's add this request in function parameter request. I'm passing request dot data, then passing context equal to request, then calling method serializer dot is valid, then calling method serializer dot save, then returning the response. So returning data response error false message new data created. So using in this way, in custom method you can customize the response. In this way you can't customize the response data, but here you can customize the response data here. So that's why I'm creating this function separately. Now let's try to run this. Okay, first register the post data, post create, post create. Let's again restarting server. Now open terminal. Now following the URL. Now let's fix this error. Here you can see the error is you can't call invalid as no data equal to keyword. So passing the data here. So passing the data equal to request.data. Now again calling this method. So you can see error false and data is being created. Let's try to fetch the data. So you can see my new post is showing now, which is created. Just let's clear my console first. Now let's add method for update. So creating function define update, adding parameter request. Now accessing object. So first accessing all the post query set equal to post dot object dot all, then accessing the post data. So post equal to now here calling method get object or 404 and passing. Okay, first add here primary key pk equal to none. Now here let's import this method, add plus enter, import this name and select this Django REST framework dot generic dot cast object of 404 and for this I'm passing here query set and passing pk equal to primary key equal to pk, which is coming from URL parameter. Now creating serializer equal to post serializer dot post serializer, then passing parameter first query set, then data equal to request dot data, then passing context equal to Then passing context equal to request. Then calling method serializer dot is valid. Then calling method serializer dot save. Now again returning response, return response error false message data updated. Here you have to pass post. Let's close this. Now it's okay. Now let's try to call put method. So here is put method. Now let's see open our data first. DB browser. Now opening database. Click on open database. Going desktop. Paste API. Open database. Now let's browse this post table. So here let's update this 6id data. So calling method 6 passing 6id post title 2 description 2. First let's add this method here, post update put update. Run the project. Now let's open terminal and calling the URL. So you can see message data has been updated. Now let's open database and see the data. So click on refresh. So you can see data has been updated of post ID 6 is updated now. Now let's close this. Now creating method retrieve for fetching single post by ID. So creating method define retrieve, adding parameter self, request, then pk equal to none. Now accessing post data. So query set equal to post dot object dot all. So post equal to get object passing query set pk equal to primary key pk creating serializer equal to post serializer and passing data post, then passing text equal to request, then returning the data, return response serializer dot data. Now registering this method here, post retrieve calling method get and passing the function name. Now let's access this data. So I am going to access the data which ID is 6. So you can see it return the data. Here you can also customize the response data. So let's customize the response data. So here I am adding a dictionary format data. First adding error, then error equal to false, then message, setting the message data, then in data key I am passing the data. Let's do this. Now let's run this code again, call this URL. So you can see it returned data in custom format, means custom response. creating method for destroy. So heading define destroy request, passing request. Now accessing the post data. So query set equal to post dot object dot all, then accessing post equal to get object, query set pk equal to, let's add this pk equal to none. Okay, so here this pk is come from URL end. Here you can see it's coming from URL end. Passing in function, calling method post dot delete. Now returning message, return response error was message post deleted. Now adding method for destroy delete method and calling the method destroy. Now let's run this server again. Now open terminal. Now for delete, call the method curl x delete and deleting the post id 6. Click enter. So you can see message post deleted. Let's see the database. You can see post id 6 has been gone, which is deleted now. So these are the custom way of creating all the routes for destroy, retrieve, update, create, list. Now let's try to show you how to access this in Postman. So let's try to use this in Postman. So adding URL http 127.0.0.1/port 8000 +ports. Click enter. So you can see response. Now let's try to get post and passing data in body post underscore title value equal to post title by Postman post description by Postman. Let's click send. So you can see it's created, it's open database, and you can see it's working with Postman. Now let's try to use put method. So adding put and updating the data of 7, id 7, passing 7 and Postman updated. You can see it's updated. Let's check in database. You can see it's updated now. Now let's try to cut delete method. Let's open database. So you can see post id 7 has been deleted now. Also you can, instead of passing this data in form, you can also pass data in row form and header content type application JSON and calling method post passing body here query row data. So you can pass JSON data also in server, it will catch passing JSON data post title in JSON post description post description in JSON. Let's click on send. So you can see data is coming. Now let's open database. So here you can see data has been inserted from JSON. So using Django REST API, you can send any type of data in server and it will parse data in server backend. So here you can see I passed form data, it worked, and also passing JSON data, it worked. Now in next tutorial I will show you how to add authorization in URL endpoint in API.